Alright, back again tonight. I'm just going to go over what I've been doing with the fruit and the bartered stuff that I've been getting. You've seen the other videos where I had all the apples. I've finally picked all the apples off my trees and had about 5 or 6 washing baskets full of apples. So I gave a lot away to people and gave a lot to a lot of people for future favours when I do the self-sufficiency for a week thing, so they'll remember, so they'll owe me a few bits and pieces. I'll have a bit more in the larder for then. But there was a lot that I've had left over, and the quinces as well. So there's lots of things you can do when you've got an excess of fruit. You can make pickles. You can preserve things in those old Vicola jars, like preserve things. You can make jams and jellies and all kinds of stuff. So there's heaps of stuff you can do. I'm just going to show you what I've been doing. Now with the apples, we've stewed all the apples that we had. Now this is just one. It was just done today actually. Now all this is, the apples have been peeled, cut up, put into a saucepan with about 1/3 of their volume with water, and about a 1/3 of sugar. So not too sweet, so they're still kind of tart, and that'll freeze pretty well. So there's about 7 or 8 of these containers now. So we'll keep these over the next few months, because it's winter. We'll be making things like apple crumble, strudels, apple pies. You can make sauce for pork, stuff like that. So there's heaps of things you can make with those. So that's the apple. So I was going to be ambitious and make cider and stuff like that this year, but I never really got around to it. And I just had all these apples. So we ate a lot, gave away a lot, and then the rest, there's about 8 or 9 of these, like I said, they've been stewed. Now all it is just the water, about 1/3 of the volume of water, 1/3 of sugar, like I said, and put onto a low heat for about half an hour, 45 minutes, until they're kind of still firm, but soft. So if you wanted to make sauce, you could just keep cooking them down to, bring the consistency to sauce. But otherwise, I want to keep it like this because I want to be able to use it for strudels and pies and stuff like that. Which brings me to this next product. So we've baked this tonight. This is a crumble, and I'll just show you a little bit of it. Now all it is these apples in the base. Now on the top, the crust. Now crumble's traditionally a British dish, but to be honest, it could have originated somewhere else. I just know of it from British cooking. You can use rhubarb and quince, plums, apples, blackberries, gooseberries, boysenberries, all kinds of things in crumbles. You can basically crumble whatever you like. So all it is the cooked apple. We've got that on the base, and then I made a mixture on top of butter, sugar, a bit of flour, egg, and some oatmeal. Basically like the pear tart mix, and that was put on top and then baked in the oven at about 150 for about 40-45 minutes. Because the apple's already cooked, you don't really have to do a lot of cooking. It's basically just browning off the top, and I'll just show you just quickly. You can just see that's it there. So you can see, I'll eat this later, but you can see the apple underneath, that on top, nice with custard or cream. Or sour cream. I like it with sour cream myself. Bit of creme fraiche. You can put sultanas and nuts and everything and stuff like that. So that's an apple crumble. That's really easy. That was cooked tonight, obviously, so I wanted to show you that. The other thing I wanted to show you was, remember that bartering video I did, and I had all the apples and I swapped them for quinces. So these are the quinces. Now you can do, I'm going to make quince paste in the next few days, hopefully. So I'll go through that. But what I've done with these two is, now these are baked ones. Now this might seem a bit excessive. Now you can see how golden and yellow these are. They will come out this colour when they're cooked. So they might not look too appetising for most people, but they're really kind of tart when they're cooked. So you need a lot of sugar to cook them, so they're really nice. But what it is with these, basically there was 6 of these quinces. Now you leave the skin on, and they're basically just put into a ovenware dish, forgot the word, ovenware dish with about 6 cups of water and about 6 cups of sugar. So it's basically a cup of water and a cup of sugar per quince. Now it seems like a lot, But the reason we're doing that is because we want to get 2 products out of the one thing. So the first thing you get is these, which is your quinces, your baked quince. Now anyone that likes things like marmalade and any kind of tart fruit, you'll really like these. Now all that sugar doesn't get absorbed by the quince. A lot of it ends up on the bottom. So what you get, besides your quince, baked quinces, is this. If I can get the Glad wrap off. And this is quince jelly basically. So it's just the excess of the sugars and all the juices and the water out of the actual dish. And you can just see it there. It's almost like a treacle kind of consistency. Really deep, really dark. Nice with cheese. Really, really sweet though. So you kind of have to have it with something. If you had it with Roquefort or some other kind of Stilton or some kind of strong cheese, it'd be really nice. You could even add it to things, like theoretically when you do your apple crumble, if you use tart kind of apples, you could intermittently put little teaspoons of this in there too. So the 6 cups of water and the 6 cups of sugar basically get cooked down with the quince. You take the quince out and you end up with quince jelly. So I'm going to make quince paste, which some people call quince cheese, but that's the quince jelly. So that's basically just a quick wrap up of what I've been doing with all the excess of all the stuff. So autumn you get a big glut of fruit. I had heaps of apples. I bartered them for a lot of quinces as well, so I ended up with a lot of stuff. How much time is on there?
Finished. Coming to the end.
Alright, cool. I better go. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll be back with some more recipes. See ya.
Bye.